Hi guys, hello into Actors Vlog, another episode today in front of us. Today we're gonna talk sweet and short and sweet as you prefer. So today we're gonna talk about the silence film. I don't know if many of you now, when you're starting your acting career, when you're going to university or before you're gonna go there, if you know that the actual cinema start with the silence picture. Yeah, picture, that was the name for the film. Used to, we never called film or movie, that was a moving picture. So probably not many of you now putting interest in watching silence film, and I think this is a very big part of being an actor. Having a part in a silence film is not that easy and straightforward as it having a part now in a film where you actually have a dialogue, because basically in a silence picture, in a silence film, you have to show your real acting enthusiasm, real acting skills. Everyone who ever been in acting school, they know about a very important subject and a course which you're having during the first year. And this subject is called elementary acting task. So how does it course look like? You're going there and your professor gonna give you a task, so you're gonna have to choose the situation, or they're gonna give you a situation. So let's say, for example, they're gonna say you are coming from work to your home, and you basically need to enter your home, and there something happened and you need to show us just with your moves what happened, what the story is. So there is no dialogue. Also in this sort of courses, you don't even have a props, so you need to basically pretend with everything. And this is the one of the first moments when you're gonna realize if actually acting is for you or not. So that's why I'm always saying it's very important to go to school, because that's gonna show you if this is something what you would like to do in your life, if you can actually do it. That's why today I would like to encourage you to go and have a look and watch some silence films. So Charlie Chaplin, Ben Hill, all of the films from 20s, 30s, you know, beginning of Hollywood. Look at the library of films, see what they show, see how the actors, they were playing there, and they were still telling us a story even if they didn't use the words. A few times in my life I was asked if I would like to get a part in a silence film, and I would say yes. And there's still some festivals which they are still taking only silence picture, and I think it's cool. And if you ever gonna have a chance to take a part in this sort of picture, in a moving picture without dialogues, go for it.
Son, what is it I do to make you act out? You're a good-looking kid. Your mother and I give you all you need and more than you want. I'm certain we're not bad parents. Jill's father called me. Her car was found in a ditch with bottles in the car.
Dad, I can explain it.
Son, you're barely 17 years old. The whole world is in front of you. And no matter how hard your mother and I try, you keep trying your best to ruin yourself. Well, I have to go on my instincts. Now, you're going to have to pay for this damage. I haven't figured that out. I'm going to be speaking with Chief Gant about getting you into some programs or something to straighten you up.
This is bullshit, Dad.
Son, responsibility is not selective. You can't turn it on and off whenever you choose. Now, I'm sorry I hit you, but I am still your father, and you have to learn there are consequences to misbehavior.
I know there are consequences.
But you haven't experienced consequence. As long as you're under this roof, I'm going to do anything in my power to be sure you learn. How's it going, sport?
Is that a real question?
How's your girl?
Might as well add an X in front of that from now on.
She broke up with you?
Are you here to torture me?
No, I'm just here to tell you Amanda said something about cooking dinner tonight. She said you ought to come by and the two of you could talk a bit. Seriously, son, it'd do you some good to spend a moment with someone a bit more mature. You didn't kill us all. You're not dead. But now it's time for you to accept responsibility for what you did.
Today we have another guest, and he is again from USA, US. He is from Alabama, and his name is Jack. Hi, Jack.
Thank you so much for inviting me to be a guest on your vlog.
Jack, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm from the United States of America. I live in Alabama, a little over an hour's drive to Atlanta, Georgia, and the other part on Mississippi's Gulf Coast, a couple of hours away from New Orleans.
So, for how long you are acting?
6 years.
Did you ever went to acting school? Did you graduate university? If yes, can you please recommend us? Maybe tell us a little bit about that?
No, acting wasn't part of my college study. I originally studied pre-veterinary medicine, and I finished with a bachelor's degree in liberal arts. My acting training has come from two different well-established, long-time actors, as well as a casting director who taught on-camera techniques.
What was your favorite thing about study acting?
My favorite part of acting study, hands down, is the nuance of on-camera technique.
Why you decide to become an actor? What was the reason? Why? Any influence?
When I was in college, I got cast as an extra in the feature film Norma Ray, starring Sally Field and Ron Liebman. I was completely captivated with filmmaking. I would love to have done that for my whole life. But in those days, filmmaking opportunities were few and far between in the American South. So I took up a non-related career, but I nurtured my interest in filmmaking by teaching myself and taking up screenwriting. So here we are years later, and my original entree into filmmaking most recently was through my writing, but soon opportunities came along in front of the camera, and I found I loved acting equally as much as screenwriting. I find great synergy between acting and writing.
Do you prefer be an film actor, theater, or TV?
At this point, I'm focused on film and series acting. I won't rule out theater sometime in the future, but I'm working to get established in film and television at present.
Is it fame? This is something what is important for you.
My primary goal is to be a working actor. So fame is only important to me as a tool to that end, and as an entree to work with hugely talented people in the industry that I admire.
Let's say nothing gonna happen for the next 10 years. Do you have any plan of changing your career for something different?
You know, the path to my acting career has been long and circuitous. So barring anything unforeseen, I hope and expect to be working as an actor or in some capacity in the film industry for the remainder of my life.
Can you name your biggest achievement so far?
And I suppose my biggest achievement so far is becoming eligible to join the Screen Actors Guild. That was always a hallmark for me from the early beginning.
Do you have a favorite actor or maybe actress?
You know, there is this incredible pool of talented actors working these days. I don't think I could create a list of favorites for fear of omitting someone's name. But I guess at the top of my list is probably Christian Bale. He's done some incredible work for a very long period of time.
What is your plans for the rest of the year?
So I've got some short films that have been produced. Some I've written or co-written, some I've acted in, some I've directed. I'm particularly proud of one that's on Prime now. It's entitled Last Drink with Sarge. This is going to be a particularly difficult year for the film industry in America. Production shut down in March, and the earliest we hear talk of resuming is in the fall. Some larger productions say it'll be after the first of the year. So for me, I've fallen back on my writing, and I've gotten some things done that had lain fallow for a while I was focused on auditioning. Meanwhile, I'm also participating in monologue challenges that we see popping up in social media just to keep my hand in self-taping for video auditions. So I guess we'll find out what happens as the year rolls along. It's a little early yet.
Thank you very so much. Thank you, Jack. So guys, one more thing from Jack. He's gonna sit on a poem chair. Jack, for you, from Alabama.
Thank you for inviting me to share this poem I wrote with your audience. In the way of background, 4 years ago, dark emotions arose in America, ones I thought long dead. Harken me back to a great civil war this country fought a little over 150 years ago. The single bloodiest one-day battle in American military history occurred at a location known as Antietam Creek. There was a bridge there, Burnside Bridge. The opponents massed on either side, determined to take the bridge and rout their foe. Beside the bridge grew a young sapling. As the battle raged, it was ravaged, but it survived. It became known as a witness tree. So my poem is entitled Witness Tree. But a sapling long Burnside Bridge, shatter of a dream one day, massed opposed on either side, hell's fury, blue and gray. A bridge failed, infinite divide. Would that I divert my eye, as balls through air did fly, to lay about the blue and gray. Run red, Antietam, run red. Sunken road, now bloody lane, cost beyond all tents. By dawn to lift the fog, in the field of corn all men were freed. A test of truth, self-evident. With age now stretched to the sky, generations of troubled peace gone by. Rubble's hideous noise thought dead. Scars of balls beneath my bark ache yet again with broken heart. Ghost on yonder hill I see, in shroud of hostility. Colors new to fray, blue still blue, but red, not gray. A standard incomplete, no light where all may meet. So would that I not be, once again, a witness tree.
Bravo. Thank you so much. That was very beautiful. Thank you, Jack. That was very nice to have you here today with us, and good luck with everything, and hopefully we're gonna meet one day on the set of this big movie, this big film, this big picture. Okay guys, that's going to be all for today. If you like to take a part, tell us a little bit about your acting, please message me. Of course, if you like what you see, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. Leave comment, ring the bell, let us know about everything. We're waiting for you here. I'm waiting for you here. Okay guys, have a great Sunday, great next week, and see you next Sunday at 10. Bye.